Hi, welcome to SCR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the wild card round of the NFL playoffs right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. We're going to cover all four games. Pitt-Cincy is what we're going to take a look at now. And Joe Duffy, let's start things off here. Cincinnati, 12-3-1 against the spread overall on the year. That's just an awesome record. Give it up to them. Pitt, had their ups and downs. Obviously very potent, extremely potent on offense when they're clicking on all cylinders. Just 4-6, though, ATS over their last 10. And Cincinnati, for as strong as their offense is, actually went under in 8 out of their 10 games from the bye to the end of the regular season. So they were actually a very strong under trender. McCarron's going to be the starter. We know that for Cincy here. He's been serviceable, though. Cincinnati, considering how good their ATS record has been overall on the year, a 2.5-point home underdog and totals 46.5. Should Cincy be a dog here?
I actually think right here what I'm going to do is play the over, and I think the Steelers are certainly going to set the pace. D'Angelo Williams, we recorded this early in the week, but it now does look like he will probably play. So he'll give them a nice running attack, a balanced offense, but still with him a little bit banged up, think that the Steelers are going to think pass first and foremost, and they obviously have the ability to pass the ball. Ben Roethlisberger, a league-leading 17 plays of 40 or more yards. He's got the weapons clearly with Antonio Brown, who might be the best wide receiver in the league, Martavis Bryant. But then again, some people might say that AJ Green is the top wide receiver in the league. And Pittsburgh, their weakness is their secondary. Their secondary can be exploited. Every single expert that I have consulted, that I've looked on the internet, they all think that Cincinnati does have a big advantage with Green against the secondary. Yeah, I know a lot of people are going to assume that the Bengals would be a little conservative with AJ McCarron in there. But look, you're talking about a team that struggled in the playoffs. They can't afford to be conservative. And I also think Pittsburgh's going to set the pace. They're going to try to get in a shootout because they feel that they've got the better quarterback. But Cincinnati does have one of the best wide receivers in the league, and Pittsburgh's got a so-so secondary. So I think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this one.
Doesn't concern you, though, that Cincinnati, for all their offensive prowess, went under in their last 3 games in a row, under 8 of their last 10 since their bye, once again.
Well, I've definitely found that, again, in the NFL professional sports. The NFL and the NBA tends to be a regression to the mean sport. So when a team tends to be trending under, they're actually a fairly good overplay and vice versa. So no, that doesn't really concern me. I talk about the margin of cover. I found margin of cover is a pretty effective tool, and that includes with over-under, how much they go over-under by, is a fairly effective tool in college sports, not so much in professional sports. So no, the answer is no.
All right. Well, Pitt obviously has an offense that can get to, into the 30s on their own. Maybe we'll see that here. 46.5 is the total right now. We'll see where it closes. Joe Duffy liking the over. Joe Duffy, OffshoreInsiders.com. That's where your top plays go every week. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's been a spectacular run. I know I finished 5-1 in the NFL. Great year going all the way back to preseason. Forgot the rate. I think I'm like 11-2, or it is with all football wise guys, college and pro. One of my biggest weekends ever. I'm not whistling Dixie. I'm talking about both the national championship game and the playoffs. When you read the analysis, you'll see I'm not blowing smoke. I give you in-depth, great intel. OffshoreInsiders.com.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, sir.